Hey, how you guys doing today? It's good. So I want to talk about this thing that's been bugging me for a while. The fact that like there are way too many like garbage reboots, garbage sequels, and garbage prequels. And what more annoying is that they gender swap or race swap, or they just completely just mess up the whole lore of it. One of the biggest examples is Rings of Power. They completely disregard the whole lore and just do whatever they want. And there's nothing wrong of having freedom of speech or whatever, but when you decided to just change everything and mess up the lore of it, that's like for instance, I'll give you an example. So there are like they add different races now in the to elves, to dwarves and hobbits and stuff. Like they have a black elf, they have a black hobbit, they got a black dwarf. But I honestly did like the everyone criticized the dwarf lady. I honestly don't mind. I think I really liked her character because god damn it, at least she's likable. At least she's likable. Her and her husband are very likable. The Hobbit's completely forgettable. The elves, the black elf was interesting. He kind of reminded me of Geralt, from or yeah, Geralt from Witcher. That's what he reminded me of. And the mixture of like Vando, which I really wish they should have just did a bit different. Part of me, I wish they create some interesting lore with it, explain, give it a backstory and stuff. I would love to see that. That would be very dope. Like, what if this is uh, this elf is like a whole different species now? Like, it's kind of like the Witcher situation where everyone hate this kind because they're like basically an abomination because Morgoth force breed like species and stuff. That would be dope. And then you get this interesting conflict and stuff. It gets an interesting perspective. It's like again, Hunt Geralt, where Geralt is seen as like abominate, like an absolute like abomination, whatever. Everyone hates the Witcher, all that stuff. Everyone gives him crap about it. Or the better example, D from Vampire Hunter D, where where D the Hunter, he's literally like he's a done deal where he's like half human and half vampire and stuff. But it creates conflict because everyone hates done deals because what happened was it's like in the apocalypse where everyone is like scared out of their minds because the vampires completely screw them over, and not only vampires but monsters in general. But D is trying to stop all. It's just hunting down all these vampires, and all these innocent people to safety and all that stuff. And yet he still does not get respect at all. Even he killed his own kind, he still like did every he still did the right thing and only got nothing from it in return. Sure, he got bucks, like some money here and there, but like he never gets respect. He never been earned, whatever. You know what I mean? After he like risks his life multiple times, and the reason why he does this is because the harsh reality is he wants to die because he never had a normal life, not like the humans and stuff. And that's what's so sad about about D, is because he understands the harsh reality of it, and he punished himself for that too. When he walks into the sun and stuff, either way, that gives him heat stroke, all that stuff. Because again, half vampire, which is such a good character right there. It creates conflict where he punishes where the elf dude, he punishes himself because for what he is, and at the same time people punish him like he doesn't like feel like he earns no matter how much ever he puts in. And like god damn, that would make it such a good writing of a character like that. You know what I mean? And what's more annoying is like, yeah, not only had all this race and stuff, but you never explain why are these races and stuff. We're gonna have to act like that this is a thing. Like, no, you gotta explain it like Game of Thrones style. Do like what Game of Thrones did. Explain the lore. Give interesting backstories, interesting lore. But no, I guess that's just too much writing for you assholes. Um, that's all I ask. Just explanation. Give me lore. Give me interesting backstories. Like, I would love to see a really cool lore like that. Otherwise, I'll do it myself. Fuck you guys. I don't need you. Anyways, sorry about that rant. But you know what I mean? Like, man, I just wish they make really good writing, good storytelling. That's all I ask. We don't ask for much. I ain't complaining. But at the same time, like, you gotta explain situations like that. Because, like, again, this is like historical, like, stuff. This is like Middle Earth stuff. Where it's like medieval times. Where traveling and stuff and grabbing all over the world isn't as like good as it isn't as like like a huge thing back then. We because it takes forever. It takes a long time for that to happen. Um, and I hate to treat like they take it to modern day. It's like no, you do it Token style. You gotta follow Token's lore, like do his political agenda or whatever, and not your political agenda stuff, because back then that was his time and all that stuff, and then that's stupid. I don't understand why everyone has to make a big fucking deal about white men bad, everyone's good. It's stupid, stupid. Especially they did Eminem, the stupid Eminem as Sauron. It's like, no, that is not Sauron. That's Eminem. I don't give a fuck what people say. I would find it would make more interesting if this weird tall dude that does the scream thing and everything floats, whatever. I think that would be Sauron. Like, that in itself would be a crazy twist because no one would see it coming. No one would see it coming. That would make so much sense. And what's more annoying is that they literally just skim over Morgoth. Like, Morgoth, one of the most powerful Dark Lords, that makes Sauron look like a little bitch in comparison. Dude, he makes fucking dragons, trolls, huh? He's literally a fucking god that with a hammer and shit, and then his real steed is a giant fucking spider. Like, huh? He fights gods. He just like fucking elves and humans. He fucking gods. Like, what the fuck? He literally summoned demons like Balrog. Imagine an army of those fucking things. Huh? How the fuck will you skim over that? That could be the greatest money shots you have ever seen. Stupid. Of course not. They always have to focus on the nostalgia boners. That's all it is. That's what I like to call it, nostalgia boners. Like every time they always like, oh, I remember this. This used to be in this movie. Oh, it's like that. So every time people do that, just remind them, shut up with keep your nostalgia boners to yourself. That's what it is. It's stupid. Especially Jurassic World Domination. That movie was a fucking clusterfuck. Like, it was more disastrous than fucking The Rise of Skywalker. Because there's way too much shit. Like, literally, if you blink, you miss the whole plot. You're like, fuck. Come on, bro. Stop adding shit. Stop fucking, combining everything together like a fucked up potato head. It's like, no. Create a simple plot, and then you make your good character developments, instead of just bam, 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 bam. All that stuff. Especially when you skim over when Rise of Skywalker, they fucking skim over they never explain how the fuck Lord Sidious survived. Like, how did he survive? That makes no fucking sense. Oh fuck. Hold on. Break time. Alright, sorry about that. My ears and stuff are all like You know, have you ever had that thing when they feel like their ears are clogged, or like you're trying your best to like do this and you try to so you can pop it, so you're able to have ears again. You know, I try to do that, but so far nothing. So for now, we'll wait till see. Anyways, so my thing is, if you're gonna add all this nonsense, you gotta write it properly. You gotta add lore and all that stuff and explain certain shit. Like, I always imagine like in Rings of Power, I always want the prequels be like Dark Souls. How the way that badass intro with fucking Gale, who no, not Gale, the king dude, he like throw lightnings and bunch of lightning. Like, I wish to do really badass intros like that. Like, man, that was such good lore. Like, it was just like that. You're hooked. You're hooked to that such this intro, this amazing shots, these amazing effects. And I hate to say they keep bragging about like the show is the most expensive shit ever. And I'm like, it looks expensive, but the story of it is complete garbage. Dude, it takes you 2 hours till they finally get to the point. It's like, dude, the boys, they every episode they just fucking get to the point. They get the point across. That's it. They're done. Like they move on. Sure, they repeat certain like conflicts or certain like of their character development, but again, this is important. These are key importance of the scripts and stuff. This is key importance to what the story's leading up to. Where it leads, like Kamiko, for instance, a lot of Angry Joe and stuff they criticize about like the Kamiko and Frenchie's side story of season 3. For me, I don't mind it because they build up to this moment, and I feel like it's earned. I felt like it didn't really bug me. I felt like it has a purpose. I feel like there is a purpose. However, when stories like Reason and Power and stuff, where they just add all this shit for no reason, it didn't feel like it isn't earned. You know what I mean? Like especially Lady Glacial, like she's straight up like Superman. She's straight up like invincible. Like she's like, you know what I mean? The best of the best, basically. Fucking that soldier boy from Abandoned Black said, she's the best, sir. All that stuff. Like, no. It's just, I hate when she used a fucking knife to climb up a mountain. It's like, no. You use the stupid pickaxe thing. I know they look stupid, but it's fucking important to use pickaxe. For climbing. I don't give a fuck how tough you are. You fucking stupid. You're gonna die by falling. Oh shit. Yeah, she's just like like the fucking Little Nightmares. Where Momo would just fall. He's like it's like that. I know that's sad, but like man, I love that sound he makes when he fall. It's super fucking funny. Oh fuck. Oh. Anyways, sorry. Um, so yeah, and then I kind of wish they did something like similar to The Boys, where story wise structure. I'm not saying it should be copied, whatever. I'm saying story wise, like you gotta like create the first episode of The Boys, one of my favorite episodes. In season 3, not season 3. Sorry, I love season 3 though. Super excited for season 4. Very excited. Um, but in season 1 of The Boys, they first start off with Huey, and Huey is our perspective, our eyes, basically through him. We see it through his journey and stuff, and we have no idea what we're going into now. Because I never seen the comic books, but I heard some really bad things about it. Like it's complete garbage and like shock value for the sake of shock value, which I find that very tasteless and just very poor writing, in my opinion. Because if you're just gonna add shock value for the sake of shock value, and like no other like flavor to it, then nah, that's not gonna work that way. What was it? But yeah, and then the very first beginning of it, where Huey like was in the store and stuff. His girlfriend visited by, and then when they're on the street and stuff, it's like this really wholesome romantic situation. And then out of nowhere, fucking the soup A train just went through her girlfriend, and she's like in chunks. You're like, what the? You're like exactly in Huey's situation. You're just shocked and just can't even comprehend what the fuck just happened. And it's like, poor Huey, man. And you get why Huey wants his revenge. You get why Butcher wants revenge. You get why MM. You get why Frenchie. You get every character's perspective and stuff. Like, one of my favorite characters is MM in the show. At least in season 3, because they actually made him, oh, so good. Because MM, so far he was like kind of like the tough dude and all that stuff. But don't get me wrong, like Butcher is tough, but like Butcher is like the fun, like complete asshole type character, and I love Butcher. I rather have him than Punisher. Punisher's just an edgelord. I don't give a fuck about him. I know fucking Punisher fans are like, no, he didn't do that. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Butcher is way more cooler than him. He just straight up, dude. Butcher doesn't even give a fuck. He just straight up just bash everything, including religion and God and stuff. Like, God's an absolute cunt. Oh my god. Oh shit. Like, dude, he doesn't, like, Butcher doesn't even give a fuck. Oh man. And I get why he is, cause like through his childhood and stuff. It's like it's such good writing. Oh, I love. Yeah, the show is really good. But anyways, back to MM. What I love about the backstory of MM is like we didn't really get off the bat. We were just focused on Huey and Butcher and stuff, and Homelander and all that stuff. We're getting the main characters in the first season, and we're slowly building up to second season to get more context for other characters like Frenchie and Kamiko and stuff. And in the third season, now we're focused on with MM and all that stuff now. And we've been building up with this moment for so long. We didn't really get to know like why he hates soups and stuff, or at least Vought, until he explained this origin story with Starlight or Annie, which this moment is very good, and I love we didn't get to see like what actually happened. We only get his perspective, and I honestly love the acting and stuff, and I love the OCD shit, and I felt like this is really good writing, like. This is a haunt him. It isn't like Butcher's situation where he wants to just want revenge just for sake of revenge. It's because it haunts him. It like really every time he hurts anything like Soldier Boy or whatever, it triggers him and stuff. And like it freaks him out and stuff. And like it's such good writing. Like he said, he wants to get this motherfucker out of his head. And it's like so good. It's such a good arc right there. And when he threw the chemical thing, hollow thing, to Soldier Boy, Soldier Boy just literally like smoked it like a fucking vape, and he thought that would kill him. Even now, he has nothing. Now he has nothing to kill him with. He still would want to fight him. He pulls his fists up and stuff. And it's like, no, you'll die, dude. You die. He'll kill you off the spot, but I fucking get it. I get it. God damn it. And I hate everyone can complain about all that shit. They're like, why would you do that? Well, same thing why fucking Butcher would attack Translucent in the first season. Is because Butcher don't give a fuck. He wants something. He wants something in control of his life. He wants some power back to his life. He feels power. Half the characters of at least our main characters, they're always so powerless against all these most powerful soups and the most powerful corporation, pharmaceutical company. Sorry, to fight and all that stuff. But for the first time ever, like season 3, when Butcher and Huey got powers now, it feels so satisfying because they've been constantly get fucked over, and constantly feel powerless. And now they feel like they could do something. They could be reliable now. They feel like they could be actually could cause some damage to Vought and stuff. So it's really satisfying. However, MM never took it though because he didn't that's the one line he never want to cross because his whole point of reason he wants to stop Vought is because no one deserved that kind of power, which I do agree with. And another thing I do agree with MM is if you don't cross a line to something, how the hell were you stand? And that's such good that's a really good quote. I love that. That's the thing a lot of people needs a reminder. It's like there's things you cannot cross. There's things you cannot cross the boundaries and stuff. But a lot of people think, but for a lot of people, there is no such thing as rock bottom for certain people. Um, which it sucks, but it's whatever. I can't change people. Um, and so yeah, when Butcher came to stop Soldier Boy to not kill MM, um, and so yeah, and I get why Butcher didn't say anything because I felt like that wouldn't help anything. He felt like that's gonna make it worse or piss him off, MM even more. And I get why Butcher stopped MM to confront Soldier Boy and stuff. And it's so sad. It's like I get it. He'll kill you right off the spot, but I also get why MM wants to fucking kill him. Like he will try anything because if he doesn't, it's gonna end him. It's gonna continuously haunt him forever. So I get why. And so yeah, it's such good conflict. It's so good, right? Such good writing. I swear. Um, and then another thing is I never had any villains that I actually felt multiple emotions. The only villain I actually felt that way is Negan. Negan is the type of villain that I love him but hate him at the same time. He is so fucking funny, but at the same time such a dick at the same time. That is weird. And I love that relationship that I have with that certain character like that. And it's and like there's another character that has a similar emotion I have with is Billy from Black Christmas. I'm fucking terrified of him, but at the same time I feel empathy towards him. And because he's so like fucked up in the head and the fact that he kills these people and we never get to see his face, we only get to hear his voice, his terrifying voice and stuff. Honestly, one of my favorite villains from Black Christmas, like top 10 favorite villains. However, when after I saw Homelander, oh man, like he's a myriad of emotions. How I feel around him. He's funny yet scary. He's sad yet I don't give. Yeah, I fucking hate him, and at the same time, I have empathy towards him. How the fuck did I have empathy towards him? And at the same time, I love this fucking character. And at the same time, I'm fucking petrified of this character. I want to team up with him, but at the same time, I want to fuck with him. It's so good. This is such good writing. And I love, like, Homelander is honestly one of my favorite villains, like, in The Boys so far. Stormfront, I find her a really cool character and stuff, but I don't dig her, I just don't dig her, don't dig her being a Nazi, that's all. But there's one thing I do agree with Stormfront though, emotion sells, especially with modern day shit, because, with a lot of people, a lot of studios and stuff, when they tweet certain things about like, oh, racist trolls are terrorizing Rings of Power and stuff, and not just because we're fucking up the lore, not just because we're ruining it, is because they're racist. That's because we said so. That's it. The end. There's no evidence for that, you know. Because again, emotion. They're just like, fan fan catching. They're like, yeah, fans are, yeah, all their movies and stuff are the worms, and we're like the fish. All we're doing is giving them the attention. And so, yeah. That's one thing I do agree with Stormfront. Like when there's certain studios like that, because yeah, she's right. Emotion does sell because you just gotta make people fucking piss enough where they want to watch all your shit, piss enough where they'll dedicate their existence on this shit and give them all this credit, all this money and stuff to the studios and stuff because that's the harsh reality. And a lot of people, and it's kind of sucks that a lot of people dedicate their existence on trashing all these movies and stuff. But in reality, all you're doing is giving them the attention. You're giving them the power that you so desperately want them to not have. And it's whatever. Anywho, so Homelander though, man, I rarely have any villains. It's rare for a good villain like this. Oh my god, Homelander is amazing, especially with Anthony Starr who played the role. Holy fuck, he did such a good job. And I heard some certain shit about like he got shit faced on Spain and then he punched a 20-year-old chef in the face. Like I saw the picture of that kid. He fucked up his eyebrow. Like oh my god. Although like at least Anthony admit what he did, and he spent like 12 months of suspension, whatever, which is like okay, fair enough. Hey, at least he didn't do that fucking Amber Heard situation where he act like he didn't do it. Yeah, okay, good sport. He got shit face. He admits. Yeah, he fucked up. That's fine. I don't mind that. Because as long he admits all his actions and stuff, as long he like, not to be a dickhead about it, yeah, as long he pay his debts, then I'm fine with it. I'm okay with it. I can live with it. At least it wasn't that bad. It was only just a guy. He just got shit faced. Everyone went there. Everyone gets shit faced. Bill Burr went through there. Everyone went through that situation. Where they go like, "Fuck you, you fucking bitch." Yeah. Oh fuck, I didn't meet you. I'm sorry. Your old shit face about it. While drinking. Oh, I'm sorry. You want some booze? Oh, okay. A little dribble here. Um, but yeah, and I don't mind. It's yeah. God, I can imagine, dude. Like, like, dude, every people will never stop talking about that incident. Everyone will be like, straight up, you got punched by the Homelander. Yeah. That's so fucking cool. Yeah, it is. I know the poor kid, he probably got traumatized from it. But man, if that would happen to me, oh man, everyone never shut about it ever since that day. Like, well, how come he? Okay, dude, he took a punch. He took a punch by Homelander. Okay, give him some credit. You know what I mean? Like that would be funny. But hold on, be right back. Sorry about that. But yeah, like, and I get why like Homelander was why he is because how he was raised and how he was created. He was like Frankenstein's monster, basically. Like he was literally isolated from everyone, and like nobody didn't teach him about value of human life. So therefore, he doesn't see humans as people as valuable, and worth of living or whatever, all that stuff, or more superior than him. That's his complex. Is he wants to be superior than everyone, all that stuff, and so I wouldn't say he's racist per se in situations like, for instance, I'll give you the example like when he didn't want the reason why he didn't want uh like a Muslim in the seven basically is because he has this god complex, and also because he wants to be sure because this is an American company, that he doesn't want to have a bad name, that he doesn't want to have a bad reputation and stuff. Is he racist? Oh, ignorant fuck racist, but he isn't like blatantly racist at Stormfront though. Uh, bet people were like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Oh, but yeah, like Silver King K and stuff. Like she'd be cool. I don't know what certain powers of all their the soups and all that stuff. But I'm very curious what Sylvan Kincaid can do. I'm very curious. That'd be pretty cool. Um, and then and so that I kind of get why Homelander he is what he is and stuff. And at the same time, I felt like he didn't deserve a redemption though. Like what he is and what all the things he has done, he is beyond redemption. Like he deserved to just be locked up or dead. One of the two. Like get like kryptonite or get frozen like Soldier Boy situation forever. So that way he doesn't go harming people ever again. Just bury him under the box. Yeah. So, anyways, back to my criticisms. Another thing is like all the Marvel movies and stuff are now focused on like political agenda and all that stuff. There's nothing wrong with that, but the way they're doing it is very shit, like absolute garbage stuff. Like for instance, She-Hulk and stuff. Um, I didn't watch the show, and I am intending not watching the show because this show, it's okay. It's just comedy, dry comedy. Like because that's what every single Marvel movie is always focused on, is dry comedy. The only movie that was actually really good though was Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. That was very good. I was actually surprised how good that was. Um, the only lot of criticism a lot of people say has was Wanda and stuff, but in the comic books she's like fucking powerful in the comics, so it's like whatever. You know what I mean? I say like she isn't like indestructible as like Homelander or like Omni Man, but she is like very her powers though is what make her overpowered. You know, like her magic and shit. Like that's what makes her very powerful. So she's kind of like uh, who's that? What's that one character? She's kind of because to be fair, she's in the comics. She's like literally the daughter of Magneto. So of course, yeah, she has to be powerful like that because it's literally Magneto who literally can bend metal and stuff and twist and bend to make it whatever he wants it to be. Uh, um, and then, and I get why Wanda her motivations and stuff, but at the same time, I felt like, bro, you're fucking selfish. You literally just kill everyone for the sake of its fictional children you never had. All right. And I love how like, you know, when they give her what she wants, and her fiction her in this alternate universe, her kids are the ones that actually scared of her, and that's really good because that's the harsh reality of it. But anyways, love the visual effects, all that stuff. It's so imaginative, and I love that cameo of Bruce Campbell, aka Ash, from Evil Dead. Love those movies. Love them to death. Um, and then what else? I wasn't really a big fan of Thor: Love and Thunder. I felt like that was just dry humor. It was just ugh, boring. And I felt like the fight scenes were cool, but like in a split seconds, like the Shadow monsters were cool, but like not memorable, like the Thing, whatever. And the main villain, I felt like he's a missed opportunity, in my opinion. But whatever. Hey, sorry about that. I had to use the bathroom and all that stuff. But anyways, uh, but yeah, I felt like Rings of Power and like She-Hulk and all these are just like they're always focused on these shallow political agendas and stuff. Which, if you want to make a good, proper story based around that, do not grab these really good titles like Lord of the Rings and stuff and put into your own agenda and stuff. Make your own stories, make your own movies and all that stuff. Make your own creativity and stuff. Which, yeah, I'm very stoked for season 3 or season 4 of The Boys. Sorry, and Primal is also a good example of a good, really good show. I love Primal. The new season of season 2. Ooh, so good, very good. Recommend watching that if you haven't seen it, because it's very good. It's like if the boys have no dialogue, it would take place in caveman times. Like that kind of like uh that kind of vibe for me. Where it's like this dark, grim, like horrific writing and stuff, and it's just like, it's so gory. It's like fight scenes are crazy, and it's like it really makes you feel emotions for the characters and stuff that has no dialogue, and it's very good. But yeah, so if you guys like this video of my rants with all that stuff, but if you didn't, let me know. We'll talk about it. And then, what's your thoughts on all these movies I brought up? What's your guys' thoughts onto all these ones? Do you think I'm making good points, or you think I'm just out of my ass? Let me know. I really want to hear all your guys' thoughts and your feedbacks and all that. Um, if you really guys love this channel and you want to support this channel, feel free to subscribe. That's all you need to do. And basically just give me some feedbacks and stuff, comments and all that. I love to hear you guys' feedbacks, and I love your guys' support. All right, well, laters. Bye bye.